Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Your life is exactly where your words have put it. Think about that for a second. If you wake up saying, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, or nothing ever works for me, guess what? Life will prove you right. But if you start saying the right words, if you speak power into your life, everything can change. Listen, some of the most successful, happiest, and strongest people you admire don't have extra luck, extra talent, or some magic formula. They just know how to speak their future into existence. Today, I'm going to give you 3 powerful things you need to say every single day. Words that will push you forward, open doors, and change your life forever. Stay with me, because once you understand this, you'll never speak the same way again. The power of words. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever stopped to think about the words you speak every day? I'm not just talking about the big moments, like when you're giving a speech or making an important decision. I'm talking about the words you say when you wake up in the morning, the words you use when you're frustrated, the words that come out when no one is listening. Because here's the truth. Your words shape your world. If you keep saying, I'm tired, guess what? You'll feel exhausted all the time. If you always say, nothing good ever happens to me, your mind will only notice the bad things. If you constantly talk about how hard life is, then life will keep proving you right. The words you speak are like seeds. You plant them in your mind, and before you know it, they grow into your reality. Look around you. The people who are thriving, the ones who seem to have life figured out, the ones who always find a way to win, they speak differently. They don't wake up complaining. They don't talk about how impossible things are. Instead, they speak life into their situations. They say, I will find a way. They say, this is just a test and I'm going to pass it. They say something good is coming. And you might be thinking, that sounds nice, but words don't change reality. Oh, but they do. Think about it. Every invention, every breakthrough, every success story started with someone saying, I can do this. They didn't wait for proof. They didn't wait for permission. They spoke it into existence. You see, when you start speaking the right words, your brain gets to work. It starts finding solutions. It starts noticing opportunities. It starts shifting your actions to match the words coming out of your mouth. But when you speak negativity, doubt, and defeat, guess what happens? Your brain listens to that too. It shuts down. It stops looking for possibilities. It convinces you that you're stuck, that nothing will ever change, that life is just one big struggle. So if you've been wondering why things aren't going your way, start by paying attention to your words. What do you say when something goes wrong? Do you say, here we go again? Or do you say, all right, let's figure this out? What do you say when you're facing a challenge? Do you say, I'll never get through this? Or do you say, I've survived worse and I'll survive this too? Your words set the tone for your life. They create the energy you live in, and if you're not careful, your own words will become the chains that hold you back. I want you to imagine this. 2 people wake up in the same situation, same struggles, same challenges, same problems. One wakes up and says, man, I don't know if I can do this today. The other wakes up and says, let's go, I got this. Now, nothing about their situation has changed, but I promise you, by the end of the day, their experiences will be completely different. The one who spoke doubt will find more reasons to doubt. The one who spoke confidence will find more reasons to be confident. Why? Because their words have already decided the kind of day they're going to have. This is why you need to be intentional with what comes out of your mouth. Stop speaking negativity over your own life. Stop cursing your own future with your words. Start speaking power, possibility, and purpose. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but I can't just say things and expect them to change overnight. And you're right, it's not about instant results. It's about building a mindset, training your brain, and shifting your reality over time. So I challenge you, starting today, watch your words. Every time you catch yourself saying something negative, stop and switch it up. Instead of, I can't, say, I'll find a way. Instead of, I'm not good enough, say, I'm learning and growing. Instead of, nothing ever works for me, say, something good is coming. Because once you change your words will change your life. Most people don't realize that the biggest thing holding them back isn't their talent, their circumstances, or even their past. It's their words. The way they speak about themselves, their future, and their challenges determines everything. And the reason so many people struggle in life isn't because they aren't capable, it's because they are constantly speaking against their own success. Think about it. How many times have you heard someone say, I'll never be successful, I'm not smart enough, or life is just unfair? And maybe you've said these things yourself without even realizing the damage it does. Every time you say something like that, you are programming your mind to believe it. And once you believe it, you start acting in a way that makes it come true. Here's the truth. Your words are like instructions to your brain. If you tell yourself that you're not good enough, your brain will make sure you find proof of that. If you say, I always mess things up, your mind will start focusing on your failures instead of your progress. And if you constantly say, life is just one struggle after another, then your brain will filter out all the good things happening around you and only focus on the bad. This is why most people never break free from their struggles. They don't even realize that their own words are keeping them trapped. They are speaking negativity, doubt, and fear into their own lives and then wondering why nothing ever changes. It's not that opportunities don't exist. It's not that success is impossible. It's that they have already convinced themselves that things won't get better, so they never take the actions that would actually lead to change. Let's take two people facing the same situation. Both of them lose their job. One person immediately starts saying, this always happens to me. I can never catch a break. I don't know what I'm going to do. The other person says, this is tough, but I'm going to find a way. Maybe this is a sign that I need to go after something even better. Now, nothing about the situation itself is different. They both lost their jobs, but their reactions, their words set them on completely different paths. The first person, overwhelmed by negativity, starts feeling hopeless. They don't look for new opportunities because their words have already convinced them that they won't find anything. The second person, on the other hand, stays open to possibilities. They start looking for solutions. And because they expect something better, they actually go out and find it. This is why the way you speak is so important. It's not just about being positive for the sake of it. It's about shaping your mindset in a way that allows you to see and seize opportunities. When you speak possibility, you create possibility. When you speak hope, you create hope. But when you speak defeat, you create defeat. The problem is, most people don't even realize how much negativity they speak into their own lives every single day. They think it's just harmless complaining, just venting. But what they don't understand is that every word they say is reinforcing a mindset. And once that mindset is set, it's hard to break free from it. Think about the most successful people you know. They don't waste time talking about why things won't work. They don't sit around complaining about how unfair life is. They use their words to push themselves forward. They speak confidence, even when they don't feel it yet. They speak solutions, even when they don't know the answers yet. They speak success, even before they see it. And that's exactly why they win. So if you've been wondering why you feel stuck, why things aren't changing, why you're not moving forward as fast as you'd like, start by listening to yourself. What are you saying every day? Are your words lifting you up or pulling you down? Are you speaking possibility or are you shutting yourself down before you even try? If you want to break out of struggle, you have to change the way you talk about yourself and your life. Stop speaking in limitations. Stop reinforcing your fears. Start using your words to build yourself up. Because once you change your words, everything else will follow. The first powerful word you need to say every day is, I can. These two words might seem small, but they carry an enormous amount of power. They separate the people who take control of their lives from those who stay stuck in the same place. If you don't believe you can do something, you won't even try. And if you don't try, you'll never achieve anything greater than what you have right now. Think about it. How many times have you stopped yourself from going after something just because you told yourself, I can't? Maybe it was a new job, a big opportunity, or even just a personal goal you wanted to accomplish. Instead of pushing forward, you let doubt take over. And where did that doubt come from? Your own words. You convinced yourself that it wasn't possible before you even gave yourself a chance. Now, let me ask you another question. Have you ever seen a kid learning how to walk? They don't sit there and think, I can't do this. They don't fall a few times and say, well, maybe walking isn't for me. No, they keep trying again and again because they don't have that voice in their head telling them they can't. And what happens? Eventually, they walk. But as we get older, we start filling our minds with limitations. We let fear, past failures, and negative voices from other people convince us that we can't do things. And the moment we start saying, I can't, we shut down. Our brain stops looking for solutions. Our energy drops. Our motivation disappears. You see, I can is not just about confidence. It's about training your mind to see possibilities. When you say, I can, your brain immediately starts looking for ways to make it happen. Instead of focusing on why something is hard, you start thinking about how you can figure it out. Instead of backing down from a challenge, you step up and find a way through it. Every successful person you've ever admired has one thing in common. They believed they could do something before they actually did it. They weren't born with extra talent, extra money, or extra luck. They just refused to say, I can't. Instead, they kept telling themselves, I can figure this out. I can get better. I can find a way. And because they believed it, they acted on it. And because they acted on it, they succeeded. Now you might be thinking, but what if I say I can and then fail? Listen, failure is part of the process. Saying I can doesn't mean everything will work out perfectly the first time. It means you're willing to try, willing to learn, and willing to push forward even when things don't go as planned. Think about the greats. Michael Jordan didn't make his high school basketball team. Did he say, I guess I can't be a great player? No. He said, I can get better, and he put in the work. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. Did she say, I guess I can't do this? No. She said, I can make an impact. And she built an empire. Your words shape your actions, and your actions shape your results. So if you want to change your life, start by changing what you say to yourself. From this day forward, whenever you feel doubt creeping in, fight it with these two words, I can. Whenever you're facing something difficult, don't tell yourself this is too hard. Tell yourself, I can figure this out. Whenever you're about to give up on something, don't say, I can't do this anymore. Say, I can find another way. Because the moment you start saying, I can, you give yourself permission to grow, to take action, and to become the person you were meant to be. The second powerful thing you need to say every day is, I will. These two words are the difference between people who dream and people who actually make things happen. They separate those who sit around waiting for change from those who go out and create it. Saying I will is a declaration, a commitment, a decision that no matter what happens, you are going to move forward. Too many people live their lives in the world of I wish and I hope. They say things like, I wish I could start my own business, or I hope things get better for me, but wishing and hoping don't change anything. Action does. And action starts with a decision. When you say, I will, you are telling yourself that you are not waiting on luck, not waiting on permission, and not waiting for the perfect conditions. You are taking responsibility for your future. Think about how many times you've wanted something but never actually did anything about it. Maybe you said, one day I'll get in shape. But did you actually commit? Did you decide, I will work out today? I will make healthier choices. Or maybe you said, I want to learn a new skill. But did you tell yourself, I will take the first step today, no matter how small? Saying I will is powerful because it locks you into action. It removes hesitation. It eliminates the excuses. It forces you to take the first step. And the first step is what makes all the difference. Let's be real. Most people don't fail because they aren't talented enough, smart enough, or lucky enough. They fail because they never fully commit. They keep saying, I might, I'll try, or I'll do it someday. But someday never comes. The only thing that moves you forward is making the decision and sticking to it. Every successful person you admire didn't get there by accident. They didn't just wish for success. They decided they would succeed. They told themselves, I will find a way, even when they didn't know how, even when the odds were against them. They made up their minds and took action. Look at any athlete, entrepreneur, or leader. They all have one thing in common. They didn't leave their success to chance. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They made the decision and started where they were with what they had. You might be thinking, but what if I fail? Listen, failure is just a part of the process. The people who win in life are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who say, I will keep going no matter what. If you try and fail, you adjust, you learn, and you try again. But if you never even start, you've already lost. When you say, I will, you are shifting your mindset from doubt to determination. You are training your brain to expect action instead of hesitation. And the more you say it, the more you start believing it. So starting today, take control of your words. Instead of saying, I hope I can do this, say, I will do this. Instead of saying, I'll try to change, say, I will change. Instead of saying, I wish I could have a better life, say, I will create a better life. Because the moment you start saying, I will, you stop being a spectator in your own life. You become the one in control, and when you take control, there's nothing you can't achieve. The third powerful thing you need to say every day is, I am. These two simple words shape your identity, your confidence, and ultimately your future. Whatever follows I am becomes a reality in your life because your words influence your beliefs, and your beliefs control your action. Most people don't realize how much damage they do to themselves just by the way they talk about who they are. They say things like, I am not good enough. I am not smart. I am unlucky. And every time they say it, they are reinforcing that belief. The more they repeat it, the more their mind starts accepting it as the truth. And once you believe something about yourself, it controls everything, your choices, your actions, and your future. Imagine two people facing the same challenge. One person says, I am not capable of handling this. The other says, I am strong enough to figure this out. Who do you think is more likely to succeed? It's not about intelligence or talent. It's about mindset. The first person has already lost before they even try because they have convinced themselves they can't do it. The second person, on the other hand, has given themselves the power to push through, to learn, and to grow. Your words are instructions to your brain. When you say, I am confident, your brain starts looking for ways to make it true. When you say, I am capable, you start finding the strength to take action. But when you say, I am not good enough, your brain will find every mistake, every failure, and every reason to prove you right. Think about the most successful people in the world. They don't go around saying, I am not worthy. They don't constantly talk about what they lack. They focus on what they are and what they are becoming. Even before they achieve success, they speak it into existence. They say, I am a leader. I am determined. I'm capable of great things. And because they believe it, they act on it. Now you might be thinking, but what if I don't feel confident? What if I don't feel strong? That doesn't matter. You don't have to feel it at first. You just have to say it. Because the more you say it, the more you start believing it. And once you believe it, you start acting like it. Let's be real. Life will always throw challenges at you. There will always be moments when you feel discouraged, when things don't go your way, when you question yourself. But in those moments, what you say about yourself determines whether you stay down or get back up. If you keep telling yourself, I am not enough, you will stay stuck. But if you start saying, I am strong, I am resilient, I am capable, you will find the power to push forward. So from this moment on, pay attention to your words. Stop saying, I am a failure. Stop saying, I am not good at this. Stop saying, I am not meant for success. Replace those words with power. Say, I am learning, I am improving, I am built for greatness. Because whatever you tell yourself every day will shape your reality. If you want to change your life, start by changing the way you speak about yourself. Your words create your future. Make sure you are speaking greatness into it. The fourth powerful thing you need to say every day is thank you. These two words have the power to transform your life, not just by changing how you see the world, but by changing what the world gives back to you. Gratitude is not just about being polite. It's about shifting your entire mindset. When you start appreciating what you have, you open the door for even more blessings to come your way. Most people go through life focusing on what's missing. They wake up thinking about their problems, their struggles, and the things they don't have. They say, I wish I had more money. I wish my life was easier. I wish things were different. And because they focus on what they lack, they feel stuck, frustrated, and unhappy. But the moment you start saying thank you for what you already have, everything starts to change. Gratitude is a magnet for more. When you appreciate what you have, you attract more things to be grateful for. It's not magic, it's how your mind works. When you focus on the good, your brain starts seeing even more good around you. You start noticing opportunities you didn't see before. You start feeling happier, more motivated, and more at peace. And the more grateful you are, the more life rewards you. Think about the last time someone truly appreciated you. Maybe a friend said thank you for always being there for me. Now you might be thinking, but what if my life is hard right now? What if I don't have much to be grateful for? That's exactly when gratitude is most powerful. Being thankful when things are easy is simple. But being thankful when things are tough, that's what builds strength, resilience, and success. Every challenge carries a lesson. Every struggle makes you stronger. So even in the hardest moments, you can say, thank you for the lessons I'm learning. Thank you for the strength this is building in me. Thank you for the opportunities that are on their way. When you do this, you stop seeing problems as roadblocks and start seeing them as stepping stones. Successful people don't wait until everything is perfect to be grateful. They practice gratitude every single day. They wake up and say, thank you for another day. They appreciate the small things: health, family, food on the table, a roof over their heads. And because they focus on gratitude, they attract even more success and happiness into their lives. The truth is, no matter where you are right now, there is always something to be grateful for. If you're breathing, you have a reason to say thank you. If you have even one person who cares about you, you have a reason to say thank you. If you have a dream in your heart, you have a reason to say thank you. So starting today, make gratitude a daily habit. Say thank you the moment you wake up. Say thank you before you go to bed. Say thank you for the big things and the small things. And even when life gets tough, say thank you for the strength to overcome it. Because the more you appreciate what you have, the more life gives you to appreciate. Gratitude is the key to unlocking more joy, more success, and more abundance. So don't wait. Start saying thank you today and watch how everything begins to change.